Hello, family. How are you all doing tonight? So, I thought I would just jump on here and get in one of our narcissistic energy vampire videos for this week. And we're going to talk about why the narcissistic energy vampire will not apologize. Okay, and first, I will start off by saying that it doesn't matter if you're male or female, okay? This is for everyone, okay? So I don't want anyone to think that I'm talking personally about them or anything like that because I'm not. Okay, so this is just like in general. So, I'm just a female, and so I'm just coming from a female male type of, situation, so that's the way I explain it. And I just want to say hello to you. Hello, Kashir, and hello, Courtney. Welcome to the chat. Y'all come in. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. Yes, I appreciate y'all stopping in. So, we're going to talk a little bit about the narcissistic energy vampire and why he or she won't apologize. Yeah. So, yes. So, High Priest Phoenix Firestone. Hey, hey, love. I'm glad you caught me. Yes. And hey, Five. How you doing, Five? Welcome. Five says they won't apologize mainly because they will have to admit their guilt and the fact that they were in the wrong too. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they would have to admit that they were in the wrong. That is so true. Yes. And hi, Cheryl. How are you doing, hon? Welcome. Yes. And yes. Yes. Five is in the house. I'm so glad you're here. Yes. And I see who you are. Yes. High Priest Phoenix there. I see you, hon. Yes. I see you on Facebook too. I see you. High Priest Phoenix Firestorm. I see you, love. Yes. Apologizing because then they would have to admit that they were wrong about, whatever. And that's the last thing that they want to do because with them admitting that they're wrong, that just, makes it harder, for them to face themselves in the mirror. And that's the last thing they want to do. Because with a narcissistic energy vampire, that person usually thinks that, nothing's wrong with them. They don't think that, the things that they do, they set out to hurt people and destroy people. They don't think that that's anything wrong with that, but that's just the way that they think. They think it's all about them, and they don't have any regards for anyone else's feelings. And a narcissistic energy vampire, will do things like constantly try to bother you, because they want your energy some way. They want it any way that they can get it. They don't care if it's good attention, or if it's bad attention. They just want it because, whatever energy you have, if they like it, they want that because, if they can become if you can become their supplier, especially if you're a spiritual person, okay, if you're a witch, if you have that energy and someone that is like a narcissistic energy vampire, someone mostly who practices magic and sorcery and things like that, they see your gift and stuff, they're going to want it too. They're going to want it for themselves, So with that, they think it's justified for the things that they do to you. They think it's justified for the insults that they give you, and they do things to try to hurt your feelings and bring you down. so it can make them feel better because they want your focus on them, your energy. If you can get all of your energy and focus on them, then it makes them, feel better about themselves, feel better, makes them feel more powerful. So a narcissistic energy vampire is not going to want you to have a life outside of them where they have no control over it. They're always going to want to control that part of your life some way, whether or not you want to um uh be on board with it or not. They're always going to want to do that. So when you're dealing with a narcissistic energy vampire, when they do you like that and you find out and realize what they've done to you, and you're hurting and everything like that, and like you expect an apology, you're not going to get an apology from a narcissistic energy vampire. And so many people, guys and girls, are waiting on you know people people like this to give them closure, and you're not going to get closure with the narcissistic energy vampire. What you're going to get is someone who's really not going to want to let you go, and even though they don't want you anymore, as soon as you try to get over them or move on from them, they do things to, number one, they either try to come back in your life and create chaos, try to mess things up for you. Let's say you got a brand new job, you got a brand new house and everything like that, and you're doing good, and you haven't been depressed, and you haven't been crying over him and everything like that. And then all of a sudden this person comes back into your life, and it's like all of the depression is coming back, the negativity. And these narcissistic energy vampires, they power there's power in your words that you speak. My mama would always say that there's power in your words. Your words are spells. You're spelling, you're speaking. Okay, so when a narcissistic energy vampire is speaking her or his negativity over you, like I said, that's like planting seeds inside of your ori, or your spirit, within, your subconscious even. So if a person is constantly giving you that, and then you have a person who is also magical, and they can do things like that, um, you have a very hard you basically would have a very hard time with getting away from a narcissistic energy vampire. And during that whole time, they won't apologize. And if they do apologize, it's because it's something that they really, really want, and then it's not even sincere. But most narcissistic energy vampires, they will never, ever, ever apologize because their ego is so, driven. And, most of them think of you or I, or whoever with their target would be. They think of the target as someone who is lower than them. So they don't think of them like, on the same level, like actually, someone that, you would want to protect and care about. They don't think like that. They think, you know, uh, whatever I can get from this person, I can get from this person, and I don't give a care if she's provided for or anything. I don't care if her bills are paid. I don't care you know if she gets a ride to work. Like with guys, the guy, he might work 9 to 5, and there's nothing home when he to eat, or whatever. And it's like, the narcissistic energy vampire is not even going to care about that. And with someone that's like that, you kind of want to watch them cooking and stuff for you too. You know what I mean? Because their intentions, their stuff is not good. You know what I mean? So, you definitely want to watch that, especially when you're dealing with a magical person that's like that. And I'm just gonna um, check the chat again right quick too, because before I forget, it's something else that I really wanted to say that was important. So Ivana, hey Ivana, how are you doing, hun? And let's see. High Priest Phoenix Firestorm says they take it way past the healthy level of narcissism. Yes, yes, because they'll do anything, to keep you, in that state. So they don't care about if you're actually happy. They don't care, if they're providing for you or anything like that. Hey, it's my exercise ball is in the house tonight too. I love this thing. You guys got to get this from my store. My Amazon store, magical and beautiful things. Okay, shameless plug here. Yes, it's $20, and you can find it. I'll have it in my link in my Amazon store there. So yeah, I love this thing. When I come in, from walking and I do my stretches and stuff, I'll put my legs and stuff up on here, and I'll play around, and I feel like a kid again because I know after I get done with this video, I'll be doing, leg some leg work and lower belly work tonight with my exercise ball. So anyway, yeah. Um yeah, so with the narcissistic energy vampire, you definitely want to make sure that you are protecting yourself spiritually too, because 9 times out of 10, like I said, you'll start thinking, is it, maybe he's right or maybe she's right, maybe I, did something wrong, even though you didn't do anything wrong. You'll start listening to them, and they're planting those seeds inside of your spirit, your energy, and you know, it takes a lot to, heal from that, you know. And Cheryl says, does the dynamic change if it's a mother child dynamic? Oh, you know, well, you can't actually just leave your child. So you would definitely need to, I would say see someone or talk to someone about that. If not a professional, then someone who has, dealt with a child like that before, because I'm thinking that there are some things that you might be able to change if they're young. I mean, if they're an adult, then, there's nothing you can do about that. That's on them, So I mean, you've already raised them and everything like that. You can tell them, but a narcissistic energy vampire, they're not going to listen to you, and they'll start to resent you, and can't stand you and everything like that. With a narcissistic energy vampire, if you would meet them one time, now these type of people are like this. You can meet them one time and maybe say something that they didn't like. They will hold on to that forever, like forever, like um it's crazy. So it's like you're walking on eggshells when you're dealing with people like with a narcissistic energy vampire. You're walking on eggshells because at any moment, it's like this person can't explode, and in the back of their mind, if you actually said something or did something, even if you're not aware of it, even if it was something that happened a long time ago, the narcissistic energy vampire will not ever forget it. They will always link you to that. Even if it was the truth, what you said, they will always link to that, and they will be petty about it forever. They will be petty about it. They most likely will not ever get over it, and they always want to plot some type of revenge or get back or payback in the back of their mind, because they're like twisted like that, because you said or did something that touched them so much or hurt their feelings so bad. The truth hurts the narcissistic energy vampire. They can't handle the truth. Instead of learning from it and growing from it and moving on and doing better, no, they don't do that. They, just hold on, and they become worse and worse, and they just become toxic and full of chaos. And it's hard to cleanse people like that. It's hard to cleanse. That person who they call the hater, the hater of the year award goes to. You know what I mean? Like that type of person, the hater of the year award goes to. Like, my gosh, who is she hating on now? The hater of the year award goes to. That type of person. They can't get past people saying things to them that they may not like. They can't handle it. So, I mean, people say stuff about me all the time. I mean, all on social media. I've been called everything but Jesus Christ. Okay, I've been called everything in the book. So, and some of those people, later on, I've actually talked to. So it's like, it is what it is. You know, but it's like, we grow up and we mature from that, right? We're adults. Normally, if it's a disagreement or something like that, people can still come back together and talk or whatever. Maybe as long as it wasn't a knockdown, drag out fight. Well, guys can do that. Guys can fight and be friends the next day or whatever. But with most females, no. Not no fist fight and stuff. You know, not real friends. They might be, cool, but anyway, I don't know. But yeah, so that's not going to that's not going to work. And they're just not going to apologize for any of the wrongdoing. Yes, and 5 says they're selfish in their ways. Yes, okay, I see that. Okay, and Woloman, welcome. Woloman says it's all dark energies. Yes. And let's see. High Priest Phoenix Farstone says, which bottles are great to protect from them? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, I have a charm. I wear my little witch bottles and stuff too. Yes. Yes. 5 says, okay, 5 says Winona True Dark Negative Energy. Yes. And Godiva, welcome Godiva. How are you doing, love? She says, this type of person loves to recruit others to stand against you. Yes, yes, yes. The narcissistic energy vampire loves to recruit other people. They'll be friends, with people that you've got into it with. I think I talked about that too one time. Yeah, they like to go behind your back and be friends with people that know you, so they can get information on you and, try to, work their little way in, to work their way in your life, to mess it up, try to rob you, whatever, and they do, they end up taking more than they give, with a narcissistic energy vampire, especially if she's a sorcerer, a sorceress, or something like that. Okay, most of the time, if they're a narcissistic energy vampire, they're gonna take more than what they give. Now they may give a little bit, they might, but in the end, you'll start noticing it. They're withdrawing. They stop. They give you so much to get you really, really hooked, like a little worm on a like a little worm on a hook, and then just as soon as you bite that hook, it's all, they got their paws in you, and just try to suck the life out of you, literally. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the narcissistic energy vampire, it is very, 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 very cunning, and don't expect an apology from that type of person either. Yes, yes, yes. And another thing too, a narcissistic energy vampire normally has something about them that stands out that people may not like. Now it could be the way that they look, it could be their attitude. Most of the time it's their attitude. They just have like a real bad attitude, not cool at all type of attitude, but just bad, negative. And so a lot of people will not really think that that person could be like that, because like really when they first meet people like that, you would think, oh my gosh, they seem to be really, really level headed. They seem to be very professional. It's like they're good with the facades. Okay, they're good with the facades. So if you know encounter someone like this, or if you have, you know if they're trying to get at you, just make sure that, like I said, you're protecting yourself, and you're not focusing too much on um focusing too much on I forgot what I said. No, no, never mind. But anyway, yeah, it's been a long day, y'all. So, yeah, but yeah, with a narcissistic energy vampire, they will also usually try to date someone, or be with someone um, who may look, a little bit less than, and they usually want to be like the prize, and sometimes, it can be vice versa, but it's always the person is wanting to dominate the other person. And so, yeah, you just, have to really, really, really watch out there. And I'm going to look in the chat and see what you guys are saying here. Let's see. Okay. High Priest Phoenix Firestones is okay, telling us about witches' bottles. Yes. And things in witches' bottles, your hair, sharp items like pins, nails, and glass, protective herbs, salt, red wine, blood, and urine are all common components of a witch bottle. Mm-hmm. Yes. Merry meet, Fletcher Aunt Creole Witch. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're part of the crew too. Yeah, you guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up right there. I'm trying to make some of y'all a moderator on here. I might have to do. I might have to um, do it on my. I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, I can do it. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna make 5. I'm gonna make you moderator on here. So if anybody cutting up, you get them for me, baby. Okay. Yes. And High Priest Phoenix Firestorm, sweetheart, I'm gonna make you moderator on here too. So if somebody cutting up, you get them too, sweetheart. Let me put on here. Yeah. And Barbie, she's not in here tonight, but she's part of the crew, the moderator crew here. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in tonight. And I can talk and talk all night long about this, but I definitely won't. But I'm going to get off of here in a few minutes. But I want you guys, if you have a question, let me know. But I'm going to go back and read who all was in here, who stopped in here to chat with me tonight. And so we had Kashi, Lenore stopped in tonight, and we have Courtney stopped in, and we have High Priest Phoenix Firestone stopped in tonight, and five stopped in, and Cheryl DeCoven, thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you come back. Yes. Ivana sis, thank you for stopping in. I hope you come back. Yes. You know, I'll be seeing you on Facebook all the time, girl. Yes, I hope you're doing good. Staying safe too. Yes. Winona Lowman, thank you for stopping in tonight. Thank you. Thank you. And Godiva, thank you for stopping in tonight. Yes. Fletcher Ankh, Creole Witch, thank you. Yes. Yeah, so with that, you guys, you know, like I said, a narcissistic energy vampire will not apologize. So don't expect closure. You got to move on and live your life. Don't expect an apology from them, even if they come back in your life. And keep it moving. Don't give them any more energy, okay? So I love you guys. Take care tonight. Bye bye.